Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is DeeDee and I have lost 65 pounds through following a low carb lifestyle. On this channel, I share about my weight loss journey, any tips that can potentially help inspire or motivate someone else on their journey. So today, I want to talk about something that I conquered or was able to conquer, I think in my mind, throughout my journey, and that is belly fat. Stubborn belly fat. I'm going to share with you today the tips that help me reduce the belly fat within my midsection area. So the first thing I focused on was my diet. You always hear abs are made in the kitchen. I am here to tell you that I still have not one ab, not half an ab. I have no abs, but I was able to slim down my midsection. And what I focused on was lean protein, complex carbs, non-starchy vegetables, and then also leafy greens. So when I say complex carbs, apologies, complex carbs are like sweet potato. I would eat that maybe once a week, right? But I really worked on minimizing carb intake and focusing more on lean protein, some salmon, grilled chicken, and then healthy fats like avocado, and then also a lot of leafy greens or broccoli or green beans. That was basically my diet. I'm the type of person that I can honestly eat similar items on a week by week basis, especially if it's good, especially if I see it working for myself. So focus on your lean protein, non-starchy vegetables. If you have to incorporate carbs and you'd like to incorporate carbs, focus on the complex carbs and then some leafy greens if you like that as well. So just remember, it's not about starving yourself, but definitely making sure you're eating the right nutrition for you. All right. The second thing that I focused on, strength training. I know before I actually started lifting weights, and I don't lift too heavy yet, I'm actually still working on it and still working on toning. But before I started lifting weights, I used to always think, I don't want to be bulky. I don't want to be this muscle person walking around, etc. But I read up on it and I did my research because I don't like thinking something that's not true. Instead, I read up and I research on it. And actually, strength training is definitely good for burning fat. So what I started doing was incorporating 2 days of strength training into my week, along with cardio, of course. And in doing so, I would also at times not even use dumbbells, but do like push-ups or squats or different types of exercises that incorporate working the muscle groups. And I would do that consistently on a weekly basis. And I definitely saw a difference in my midsection level area as I was making sure that I incorporated strength training into my regimen. So try that if you haven't already. Try incorporating some weights and you'll see that fat drop off quickly. All right, so the third thing is adding high intensity interval training to your routine. We call it HIIT. So it's like small bursts of energy in between your normal routine of exercise that definitely helps you with burning fat. So for example, what I will do is I will walk on the treadmill, because I'm not necessarily a runner, but I will walk on the treadmill, and after walking for about 1 minute, I'll do 30 seconds of running as quick as I can on the treadmill. I'm not saying I go very fast, but that's what I do. So I'll do 30 seconds of that, and then I will stop and I will walk for another minute. So I'll do that for about 30 minutes whenever I'm doing cardio at the gym. Another thing you can do is do your normal routine if you're doing this at home, like a home workout, and then you can do 10 to 15 jumping jacks, and then go back to walking in place. And then you go back and you do 10 to 15 jumping jacks. So that's some form of HIIT that I used myself during my journey to help me with belly fat loss. So HIIT training, if you haven't tried that, go ahead and incorporate that into your regimen as well. Fourth thing, getting enough sleep. Did you know that lack of sleep can actually impact you losing weight in your midsection? Having poor sleep messes with your hormones, especially cortisol, and that is linked to the fat storage that's in your midsection. So make sure you're trying, I know it's hard and sometimes it's out of your control, but try your best to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night, and your body will thank you, especially your midsection area. Get your rest. Another thing that you should focus on is managing your stress levels. Stress is another sneaky factor when it comes to belly fat loss. High levels of cortisol can definitely impact your storage of belly fat. So try your best to manage your stress levels, even if it is by journaling, meditating, taking a walk for 10 minutes a day. Trying different things like that can help you manage your stress levels, and it can definitely make a difference with fat loss as well around your midsection area. Next tip is to limit alcohol. I know, some of you may not want to hear it, but alcohol does impact your metabolism, which can lead to late night cravings. So it's not all about the calories and alcohol specifically, but it can also stall your weight loss and your belly fat loss. So the great thing would be to limit and stop, or at least in moderation, right? And opting for like a vodka soda instead. Your belly will thank you. My next tip, stay hydrated. Drinking enough water is definitely key, because hydration helps support digestion, helps your body burn fat more efficiently, and can even reduce bloating. Plain water might just not be your thing. I know it's not mine all the time. So try to infuse it with maybe some lemon or some cucumber, or maybe even putting a mint in it just to add a little bit of flavor. Just do your best to try to hydrate, because there's so many benefits besides the belly fat loss that comes with staying hydrated. So give it a try. My last tip is to be patient and track your progress. Remember, it's not gonna happen overnight. However, if you're consistent and you're doing the right things and taking the right steps, it will happen. So just try to track your progress to continue to motivate yourself to continue on this journey. Make sure that you're tracking with pictures so that you can see the before and after, and always remind yourself of why you're doing this. You can always measure yourself as well to track your progress. And also always remember to celebrate the small wins. Small, big, non-scale victories, celebrate them, because it's definitely worth all of the hard work that you're putting in. And those are 8 tips that helped me on my journey lose my belly fat fast. Now remember, it's not just about looking good, even though we want to make sure we look good, but it's not just about that. It's about feeling good and also building habits that'll last a lifetime. Thank you so much for joining me on my journey. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.